XCN Onyx Coin 2025 blow off top price prediction. In this video, we're going to cover where XCN is at now, where it could head to, and where could it extend to in this upcoming grand finale blow off top for crypto and especially for altcoins here. And it's looking like XCN, it was a sweetheart before, and usually when they're sweethearts before, they're sweethearts again. So if you're new here, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment. Let me know if you were there back in January of 2025 when we had put out the previous price prediction video right here, days before the beanstalk candle that had happened. Maybe we're headed for round two right now. We're about to do a repeat again. Let me know if you're there for those times and witness that craziness. And if you're new this time around, hopefully you catch it in time to catch this big move that I believe is, it feels imminent to me. That's why I'm making this urgent video right now on XCN Onyx coin. So we're going to get into it. Also, to leave a comment of a coin you want me to do a 2025 grand finale blow off top price prediction video, and I'll do it. I already did ZBCN. Second is Onyx coin, and I'm kind of doing them and prioritizing them as I'm seeing them ready to move first. And this is what we want to see. We want to see and would love to see what's panning out. We're seeing them go one by one, and we can hopscotch from one to another and really compound our gains here in a big way, very strategically. And that's what we plan to do here at Stargate. So straight out of the gate, we got on our screen the Stargate software. First, we'll cover the OG Stargate signals, which is the vertical green line, which is your prepare to buy soon. Then you have your vertical blue line, which is your buy now confirmation. Then you have your vertical red line, which is your prepare to sell soon. And then vertical yellow line, which is your sell now confirmation. Then we have the Stargate snakes. You got your green belly of the beast is what I call it. Usually it's the best times to buy and accumulate at bear market bottoms or lows. And then you have the hot zone, which is usually the best time to take some profits and some cheese off the table for bull market tops. And if we extend past the hot zone, more incredible of an opportunity to take some profits. And if we extend below the belly of the beast, incredible buying opportunity there. For XCN, we had really stretched that. Like, XCN is a freak in nature. It's the only coin that has ever done this. And all the coins that I've looked at with this 2025 price prediction template. And as soon as we finally got into the belly of the beast, we tapped it once, we couldn't break above. Tapped it twice, couldn't get it. Tapped it 3 times, broke above, bounce, and took off straight to the hot zone, stretched above it, had the sell now signal, and we're down ever since. And we actually took it off the top there. We scaled out, and our average exit price was likely around 0.033. Took some here when we got into the hot zone here at the top, and then on that sell now signal. And then we watched it just go down and down and down. And XCN fell 75%. And then we finally, after these prepare to buy soon signals, the buy now beam got right back into the hot zone. Recently had to sell now, but we are holding structure. We're all right here. It was getting a little spooky for a moment, if we broke these key levels, but right now we're holding on tight. And I analyzed and found a potential repetitive pattern here, like back here before the big move up. And I'm going to share that with you today. So first, and then lastly, we have the Stargate Fib forecaster. You have your micro, medium, and macro Fibonacci retracement and extension. It will automatically draw those on your chart. No need to draw them manually anymore. As price moves, it will automatically adjust to the new price data and fix the fibs for you automatically. So that's a Stargate software. So let's get into it. We have our concrete level where we absolutely need to hold, must hold as support and maintain above if we're going to see XCN be immediately in the short term bullish and potentially pull this move that I'm thinking is imminent for it. And that's 0.018 to 0.017. I don't want to see candle body closes below that concrete support floor. Where do we need to break above? What's hanging us up right now? It's currently right at the bottom of the hot zone. We have the bottom of the hot zone coinciding with, and I'll unshade this so you can see, the bottom of the hot zone is coinciding with these points where we couldn't close candle body closes above back in April, back in late April, and then May, So in June, which is days away, could we finally get into there, break above, back into the hot zone, close candle body closes above, and stay in there? And if that happens, that's when we know it's pulling it again. It's doing it, the beanstalk again. So really, we're in a tight range, our concrete support and our concrete resistance, tight range right now, and it's maintaining and holding up pretty well. Why I believe we're gearing up for another big move like back here is because sometimes I'll analyze fractal patterns with the Stargate signals. And as you can see here, we had a sell now, and then we kind of ranged sideways. Just like here, sell now, we've been ranging sideways. And I looked at where these indicators down here were at comparatively back here, right before the big beanstalk, to where they're at now, and it's tracking literally to a T the same. You can see the same similar structure is panning out here. And I'm going to show you what I already put in the Discord as far as the screenshot. If you're not already in the Discord, link is in the bio for that, but I've only shared it with the VIP members. But since, XCN, it's one of those ones that, everybody won on, I got to share it today. I got to share the screenshot and let you guys in on what I'm seeing here. So as you can see, we had the sell sideways. Let's measure the amount of days, from that sell to when we beanstalk was around 40 days. And then we have this sell to, we're on day 33. Could we be a week away? Are we starting to grind our way up right now? Or could it just do it a week early? We're in that range on timing. And looking at the structure here, let's start with the pink and the blue. The pink and the blue right here. They're kind of matched up like this, like back here. Matched up like this, touching right now. They're kissing, just like back on January 13th. And that was literally right here. Couple days later, bang, we had a divergence, the pink at above decisively, the blue come down, and we had the beanstalk. Looking at the stock RSI, you can see that we had our move from the bottom here. We had our first cross down, which was shallow. And then we had our second move up, our cross down, which pulled back deep down to, this area down here. Just like here, we had our move up from down here. Our first cross down, it was shallow, cross back up. Our second cross down, we pulled down deep back to, the same area here. It's the same structure. What came next? And if we get the date, January 13th, like I said, a couple days later, bang, we had the big beanstalk on the next cross up, on this cross up. That's all it took. We're on a daily chart right now. So second thing matching up, and then looking at the TSI and MACD structure, you can see here that TSI looks exactly the same as Vol 2, like right here and right here as Vol 2. You move down, you kind of like upward slant across down, cross up, cross down, upward slant across down, cross up, or cross down, cross up, cross down, and then the next cross up was it. The next cross up was it. And the MACD flipping from red to green did it. And we're above the zero line on the TSI, which means we're in bullish positive momentum. My friends, it feels to me that we're about to pull around to on the good old XEN, sweetheart. So those are three things at the bottom here that are matching up, along with the time analysis with the Stargate signals, as well as really what we're just waiting for now at this point to know that move is coming. Another beanstalk is the cross ups for these, and ultimately getting above and closing a daily candle body close above and into the hot zone at the current level is 0.022. That's when we'll know it's game on. And now, where could we head to for these blow off top targets for XEN? Well, first off, after decisively getting into there, we're likely going to move fast, and we need to clear to know that we're in the clear and we're doing a new all-time high. We need to clear above the 786 here on the micro fib for the Stargate Fib Forecaster, which is at 0.033. We just blast above there, then it's likely we're going to come to the top of the hot zone, which currently is at 0.043, which is still not a new all-time high just yet. So likely 0.043, we'll just blast to it, and that will be retesting the previous high back here that we had set in January. And at that point, if we just blast through there and we make a new high, it's likely we're going to see a beanstalk up, and we'll head to our next target, 16 to 20 cents right there, 16 to 20 cents. So I'll mark that off like this, 16 to 20 cents. And then we have 51 cents as a 4236, and then the 2618 of the breakout of this 786 here. And usually you can target the 2618 off of a micro 786 breakout extension, and that's at $1.06 for XCN. $1.06, and I'm not even going to cover these ones up here at 22. I can't do it. I'm going to give myself a heart attack if I start talking those numbers, even though it'd be unreal. I'm sure a lot of people would be millionaires at that point. We're going to keep it conservative, but we got these levels of where XCN could go to, and getting to this zone, this shaded zone, the 16 cent to 20 cent, would bring it back to where it was at in 2022 and would bring it to the highs that they were at, the good old days when XCN was back at these levels. I remember we're tracking it ever since then, 16 to 20 cents. If we break above there, it's very likely the 51 cent to $1 is no doubt in my mind that could happen. So what are the potential return on investments to the first target? We're talking 8.5 to around 10.5x, 8.5 to 10.5x for XCN there. And then we have to the 4236 extension from current levels is 26x. Unreal. Like XCN would probably be one of the top performers this bull market if this pans out. And also too, not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm just showing you what the Stargate software is telling me right now and analyzing the previous structures and how similar they are. And then the final target to $1.06 from current levels. Unreal. 54x. We got a 54x up to there. I don't know, based off the market cap, we're going to have to see, but you let me know in the comments if you think it's possible. I'm rooting for it. Believe me, I'm rooting for it. You let me know. 8.5 to 10.5x, possible, plausible, realistic, 26x, 54x. Do you think we could actually hit the $22? I don't think we could. Not this time around, but who knows? It depends on Bitcoin, where it goes to the total crypto market cap as a collective. We're going to have to see here. But at the end of the day, we got to keep it to where we're at right now, present day. We got to see us hold the concrete support, break above the concrete resistance, see those cross ups there, and then we know it's game on. Then we can look for those targets. But let's say we get up to 10 cents and we don't get up to here. Just like maybe you were hoping it went to 10 cents when it went to 5 cents back in January, and you were going to sell at 10, but it only went to 5. But you wanted 10 cents, but you didn't sell, and you watch it come back down to below a penny, right? That's why at the end of the day, static targets are great. We can use those as potential, like a roadmap of where they can go to, the price could go to. But at the end of the day, if we see the Stargate signal flash a 1-day sell now and we don't reach a target, or even better, if we reach a target and flash a 1-day sell now, like we did back here, we reached a 2618 extension on the medium fib for the Stargate fib forecaster, and we had prepared to sell soon with a sell now, and we were over the hot zone. You had multiple stars aligning there to take profits. So this time around, you're going to want to get with Stargate, get kitted and suited up with these tools and get into this VIP group so you know exactly when we see those same stars aligning with the sell now coming in. I mean, you have the levels, but like I said, we could go to 10 cents and maybe we don't get to 16, and you don't want to ride it back down to where we're currently at right now. That's a round trip that we don't want to take. We want round trips to Europe. We don't want round trips back in prices, right? So that's what I'm seeing. You guys let me know in the comments, what do you think? I'm thinking it's right around the corner, but that's just my personal opinion, not financial advice. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping you guys are too. Exciting times ahead. Leave a ticker that you want me to cover and I'll do it. And if you want access to the Stargate software and all these tools and being a part of this group and being in the loop for when the signals flash and what I'm doing and the group's doing in real time, then link is in the bio. I'll leave stargate-ventures.com/waitlist. Fill out the information. I'll reach out to you if we got some spots open by that point at the time you reach out. But first come, first serve. If you're serious about really executing on this final finale and not fumbling the bag at the end, believe me, you don't want to do that. It'll be a long time to recover until you don't want to do that at this stage. First come, first serve. And there's only 3 people that work at Stargate. It's me, myself, and I. So I can only handle so much. So get on that list. I'll reach out first come, first serve. If there's open spots, we can talk about getting you involved with Stargate VIP and getting you kitted and suited up with the tools. As well as there's going to be a link in the description of this video, beacons.ai/Stargate. That's where you can also to join the waitlist. You can get my top 10 altcoin picks free, join the Discord. Go to TikTok, YouTube, wherever it may be, and just check out all this good stuff over here. And please, if you're not already subscribe, hit that notification bell, share this with every XCN holder you know, because they got to know. They got to know what's around the corner. I feel like a lot of people lost hope. Brutal past couple of months for XCN, especially if you didn't get in at the time that we were getting in back right before the beanstalk. Let them know and send them this video to give them hope that another beanstalk is around the corner. So that's it. My name's Rob at Stargate. I'll see you guys in the Discord, in VIP, and in the next video.